The second annual Tour de Gem, the Dayton Cycling Classic, will happen on Sunday, September 1st. It starts at Riverscape and ends at Riverscape. Hi, I'm Maureen Russell Hodson, and this is Springboro Here and There. We are here at Clear Creek Park, and we are with Scott Backer, who is the tour director, and Springboro City Manager Chris Pizzuto, who is not only our city manager, but also this is your second time to take part in the event.
Actually going to be my first.
Oh, I thought you did it last year.
No. I thought about doing it last year, and I thought, you know, I haven't trained enough. So this year I've done enough training, and I've taken the plunge, and I'm going to do it for the first time this year.
Well, I know you're an avid cycler. So when we talk about the Tour de Gem, Scott, what's it about? How many routes are there?
Well, we have 3 road routes, and then we have a bike path route. And the 3 road routes start out, there's a 38-mile option, 67-mile option, and then the 104-mile option. And actually, there's a 2-mile loop you can add to that up Linden Hill in Miamisburg, if you have the appetite for that. And then the bike path route, which is new this year as far as how we're doing it, is we have from 1 to 26 miles out and back. So you can go out 13 and come back, or you could go out 1 and come right back and do a 2-mile ride. So it's really flexible as to how much you've trained or what your abilities are.
Kind of family friendly too, that you don't have to take on a big, like
Absolutely.
you can ride a long distance.
A fair amount of distance, but yeah.
Yeah, and I brought these bikes here to kind of display that. I mean, that's a road bike. And for someone doing 104, you know, that's what they're riding, or a 67 miler. And then this is kind of a cruiser bike, and you just take that on the bike path and do a couple miles if you want. So, and anything in between those bikes. There's, I think, a route distance for you and abilities that any rider can join. So, yep.
And so while it is all about cycling, really the main reason is fundraising. And Chris, that's why you really got involved, is the fundraising aspect.
Yeah, I wanted to get involved in a bike race that had some fundraising aspect to it. So this year I'm riding for the Kettering Cancer Center. And so far I've raised about $1,200, which is exciting, but found out I'm in second place.
You're doing great.
So I'm got to get on my horse or on my bike and get moving and try and raise some more money. But definitely wanted to do that to honor my father, who passed away from cancer a few years ago.
So this is something that if people really feel committed or want to raise money for any non-for-profit, you can sign up for the cycling event, right?
Yes. So what we have 40 nonprofits that are that have signed up with us, and you can join one of their teams. And it's not necessarily a cycling team, but it's a fundraising team. And then we have a website that can help you do that. So if you don't have a charity maybe that you're affiliated with, you can go to the website, tourdegem.org, and pick a charity. And then you sign up under them, and then any funds that you raise will go towards that charity. So
let's walk us through, if you're an okay cyclist, and you're probably more than that, but well, how do you prepare? Do you have to start, you're probably in training now, I guess?
Yeah, I've been doing it ever since the weather turned, probably about March or April. I've been getting out trying to do 60, 70 miles a week. Some weeks it's more than others, but I'm trying to hit the bike path as much as I can. But I've also done a lot of road cycling too on the streets. And you know, one thing that's great, I'll plug Springboro a little bit, but one thing that's been great about this community is we've really put a lot of effort into making it a bike-friendly community. A lot of bike paths, a lot of different local routes that you can take, and it's really a safe option. I mean, a lot of people think you're kind of crazy for getting out and biking on the road, but I've found that the residents around here have been really cognizant when I'm out on the bike. They'll give you room to be on the street and everything, and they'll give you the 3 feet that's required by law, and so the bike paths help, the good residents help. So it's an easy option to go out and ride on the street. So that's kind of what I've been doing for the past couple months to prepare for this.
So Springboro is a very good place to come and train for the event.
Well, and I'm not from Springboro, but riding around here, I will tell you that Springboro is one of the nicer communities, and that's probably part of the reason it's on the route, to be honest with you.
Because you come right through here on one of the routes, right?
Yes, yeah, the 2 routes, the 67 and the 104 are the same route starting out, and then when the 100-mile riders are done with the 67, they go out and do the 38 loop. So
to get started, you go to the website and give us that.
Yep, it's tourdegem.org.
And then you can sign up and you pick the organization that you want to raise funds for, and then I guess He's already been hitting.
Well, and I was going to say, can I plug their website?
Yeah.
Because I'll say it was very easy to sign up. They have a way to put your own website together, so I did that. They give you some options for fundraising letters that you can send out to friends for social media and things like that. So I will say it was very, very easy to sign up, and that was one of the reasons I wanted to sign up for the Tour de Gem, because they'd made it so easy to sign up and raise money and be involved.
And just your second year for this.
Yeah. Well, that software program is made specifically for events like this. So, and we were familiar with it before we started the ride. So.
And tell us what happens at Riverscape, because as we said, everybody starts there, right?
Yeah. So we will have Monument Street closed down with Dayton Police Department. They've been wonderful. And then under the tent, we'll have bikes set up. We're going to have food out there. We're going to have, I think there's a small beer tent for after the ride. And then packet pickup actually is the day before, but there'll also be a registration table for that day if you need to pick up your packet. And then from there, we'll have police escorts out for the route. And then during the day, when you're coming back, there'll be a finish line set up, and then there'll be food afterwards for you there as well. So.
And I know at least a couple of the routes go through a lot of communities throughout the Dayton area. So why was it so important for Springboro to be a part of it? I mean, I know we are very bike friendly.
Yeah, I mean, that's one reason. Plus, any kind of regional events we really try and participate in. If it's in Dayton, if it's in Centerville, it's in Miamisburg, because when you can help other communities, that not only helps them, but it helps your community as well. So we always try and be involved in different community events as much as we can, just to sponsor them, help highlight them, just because, like I said, if it helps them, it usually helps us as well. So we always try and be very regionally minded here in Springboro.
And in one day, you can go through how many communities if you...
Oh, there's well over a dozen. Yeah. So, and that was one of my visions of how, why Dayton is different or unique, is to try to celebrate the gems of Dayton. So we have a lot of history, the Wright brothers, Carillon Park. We have the Dayton VA, which is incredible. The 67-mile, 100-mile loops will go through the Dayton VA. We have the Air Force Museum, the Dunbar Estate. There's so much going on, but then also the communities, I think, are gems, so Springboro, Franklin, Germantown, Farmersville, and on the west side, even the suburban areas like, Springboro would be a suburban to me, and Kettering, Beaver Creek, going through those areas. There's a lot of history, but it's part of that fabric of Dayton that makes it unique, and I think it provides for a nice blend of a ride. You'll get urban, you'll get suburban, and you'll get rural, all in the same ride.
It makes me exhausted just hearing about it. But it is on Sunday, September 1st.
Correct.
And you should probably be registered pretty soon, right?
I would think so. If you want to, the minimum to raise is $150, and that can be pretty quick for most people to raise. But yeah, get registered as soon as you can, and then go out there and just start riding a little bit, and then see where you're at on ride day, and have a good day.
I hate to ask about the R word, but if it does rain, it's rain or shine, right?
Pretty much, yeah, unless it's unsafe for folks, And we went through a couple scenarios in our committee of how we might adjust the route. And actually, when we got through that meeting, we were kind of surprised at how flexible the routes have made it to where we can adjust things and make it a shorter, tighter route for everybody and still get a ride off. And the one scenario was that extreme heat that we had a couple weeks ago.
Right.
We're like, what would we do today if it was like this? And we went through those scenarios. So we're prepared for that. And then Kettering Health Network is a sponsor of ours. They will have people en route in vehicles providing medical support. I've put a SAG team, which is support and gear team, with the bike shops helping us, and other people, other bike riders that know rides like this will have abilities to collect a bunch of bikes and take people up, move them up, or bring them back if they need to. So, and then the police departments that we've contacted will be at intersections, blocking off some lanes here and there to make things move quicker and safer for everybody.
So you've got it very well organized. All we need to do is to go to the website and get registered and get ready for a really fun day.
Yep.
And I think you two want to get off on your bikes and...
That's right. Go train. I need to train.
Well, for more information, you can always visit our website, which is ci.springboro.oh.us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.